Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Call of Duty has just dropped some new information on their Ricochet anti-cheat updates for Black Ops 7, what they've experienced so far throughout the beta, then some of their plans moving forward as well. Obviously, when it comes to Call of Duty's anti-cheat updates, we've had this long-running opinion here on the channel that their words aren't really meaning much, especially when they preview, what's to come with the anti-cheat updates. It's like, okay, you say it's the most advanced ever, you say it's this much better than before, or they're making X amount of changes, but we don't really care about the words on their blogs. What we care about is their action in game. Well, now they are detailing the action that they've took in game, which is interesting, following up on one of the recent videos that we posted with the beta, where there were cheats just hours into the early access beta going live. Some pretty ridiculous ones at that, where there was blatant aimbots and wall hacks, and we covered how COD updates themselves were actually going through and detailing that they'd already banned a lot of the people in some of these viral clips. And this new anti-cheat update gives us some pretty bold claims that I'm curious to see what you guys think about all of this. So COD Updates posted this over the weekend, giving us the Ricochet anti-cheat update for the Black Ops 7 beta. They say Team Ricochet has hit the ground running during the Black Ops 7 early access beta. Cheaters were expected. However, our upgraded systems caught them faster than ever, powered by strengthened TPM 2.0 checks and automated systems helping to eliminate a large number of attempts to cheat. I will say, I myself, from my personal experience, I have not run into like a blatant rage hacker that's got the insane wall hacks and aimbots and everything like that, but I have run into players that I thought were a little bit weird. Their aim was maybe a little bit snappy in the kill cam, or they were pre-aiming some weird angles with information that wasn't showing up in like the kill cam report. And I submitted a couple of reports on players, and I got the notification in game that a few of them were banned. So like, I have played some confirmed cheaters, but I wasn't seeing anything too crazy, and that was a pretty minimal experience for me. I've seen other clips of wild stuff from people on stream running into some pretty crazy cheats though as well. And obviously, when you see stuff like the crazy aimbots and the crazy flicks and wall hacks and everything like that, those go viral, and it probably does exaggerate the issue a little bit. But we also know, like, COD's cheating problem is outrageous, and it has been for a long time. So even when they say they're detecting things faster than ever and they've eliminated a huge number of cheaters, it's hard to fully take it for what they're saying it is, because of the track record, because of the history here. But they do go on to say those who did manage to slip through did not last long. Most never made it into a match. But I'm curious, if they slipped through, how do you know that more didn't slip beyond who didn't make it into a match? Like, the stats here are weird, but we'll get into them. You may have seen clips of cheaters in the Black Ops 7 beta. We had already actioned on most of those accounts before they hit social media. We're watching closely, acting in real time, and learning from every attempt. So those various different viral clips that we had talked about, they said that those cheaters were banned in the replies to a lot of those tweets. They're saying they actually banned those players before those clips were even getting all the traction on Twitter and on social media and everything, which is good if it's true. It's just we don't have the proof that they're banned. We just have their words saying that they were banned. But also, you have to keep in mind as well, Call of Duty, when it comes to banning cheaters, sure, they could ban 40,000 cheaters in this beta, but those 40,000 people could also just make a brand new account and be back on and cheating again. Maybe it was only 20,000 cheaters, but they all jumped on their second account and got banned another 20,000 times, you know? They say this is just the beginning. When launch arrives, every layer of protection will be in full force, and Ricochet anti-cheat's defenses will only grow stronger. They have said a couple of times now that the Ricochet anti-cheat version in the beta is limited. They're not turning it on fully because they don't want to give too much information to cheat developers. But we get into the numbers here, where they actually detail some very specific stuff that they don't always mention. That's it's pretty interesting. As we do go through the entire blog and update here, by the way, if you guys enjoy the video, a like rating is always seriously appreciated. It does really help grow the channel and share the video around. And if you happen to be new here, I always got you covered with everything going on in COD, so feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and help get us one step closer to reaching 1 million subs. But as far as the numbers go, they say in the first 2 days of the early access beta, this was just the early access, it's probably grown quite a bit since the open beta has been out as well. Ricochet anti-cheat has been working to protect the integrity of every match. 97% of cheaters were stopped within 30 minutes of their first sign-in. So in theory, those 97% of cheaters could play 3 games or so in 30 minutes, depending on how crazy the games went. Like if they were just blatantly aimbotting and wall hacking, maybe those games ended in like 5 minutes if it's a TDM or something. But that means they probably played a handful of matches before they were banned. Fewer than 1% of cheating attempts reached a match, and those who did were removed within minutes. So that's an interesting comparison there. I feel like that kind of contrasts a little bit with their numbers, 97% to 1%, but they're putting out some pretty bold numbers here for the Black Ops 7 anti-cheat. And this is it being turned on partially, not in full effect, which, I mean, if their numbers are accurate here, which we truly don't know, we have to trust them, but they've given us no reason to trust them, then this would be good. But if it's just them putting numbers out, again, without any actual proof other than, hey, trust us, it's hard to fully believe. But it could be good if it's accurate. These numbers reflect Ricochet's speed and precision in keeping Call of Duty fair for our players. Like I said, personally, I've only run into a few people that I thought were a little bit weird, nothing too blatant or nothing too obvious. So from my experience, these numbers would probably add up, but that's not everyone's experience, of course. Your role in the fight, they also say, Ricochet's anti-cheat and automated detection stop most cheaters before you see them. Your reports still play a vital role. They help fuel our detection models, refine enforcement, and improve coverage. So that's right, folks. I'm helping the anti-cheat here by submitting my reports that got confirmed. You're welcome for keeping the game safe. Cheat vendors are feeling the heat. This is what I think their true best fight ultimately is. Major cheat providers are now labeling their tools unusable or detected. Resellers are acknowledging they have no reliable products to offer for Black Ops 7. We're not only disabling their cheats, but also their illegal businesses as well. We have now directly contributed to the closure of over 40 cheat developers and resellers since Black Ops 6 launched. Vendors sharing clips during the beta were already on our radar, and we will pursue them beyond in-game enforcement, which is ultimately, like I said, good news, because I think this is where they can actually win. Cheat developers will continue to put out updates to counter the anti-cheat, then the anti-cheat's got to update, and then the cheat developer. It's this never-ending cat and mouse game. But Activision has a lot more legal funds than any of these cheat developers do, right? So they can go after them legally, and yes, there are loopholes still, but a broad amount of cheaters and cheat developers are probably not going to stand up to the millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars that Activision can throw at their lawyers to say, get these people out of here completely. They also say, acknowledging the trade-offs, we understand that new security measures like TPM 2.0 and Secure Boot can feel disruptive, but these steps do help ensure a secure, fair experience for players, and we appreciate your patience and cooperation as we strengthen the PC protections. I have seen a lot of sentiment of oh, I had to do all this stuff with my PC to enable TPM, and it didn't even do anything because we saw those crazy viral clips of all the cheaters going around, which they're saying, yeah, it's frustrating to do, but also it gives them the best chance, basically, to try and disrupt cheaters. Then looking ahead, the fight against cheating is an industry-wide challenge, and we're committed to leading the charge. We continue to bring new systems online during the beta, fine-tuning protections, responding faster, and gaining deeper insights. We're dedicated to transparency. I mean, it'd be nice, but you have to build a lot of trust for us to believe what you say is transparent. Community feedback and constant evolution in our fight for fair play. So, I mean, this is a substantial cheating report for sure. If their numbers are actually truthful, that's really good news for the anti-cheat. It's just a matter of, can we actually believe that? But I'm sure as the beta continues, probably post-beta, we're going to end up seeing a full-on anti-cheat progress report from the entirety of it rather than just some of the early access stuff. But the early returns sound promising for sure. Then really what matters the most is launch, because that's when we're actually going to see the bulk of the anti-cheat updates and their real upgrades all being implemented at that time. But that's the new details we have on the latest Ricochet update for Black Ops 7. That's going to wrap things up. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well on your way out to guarantee you're always up to date with everything going on in COD. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.